Hello there from a very warm and muggy Brisbane. You can see the fan whirring away in the background there. I daren't turn it off, or I'll actually explode in front of you. Very, very warm here. Anyway, I just wanted to pop in and say hello and ask you if you are waiting for the perfect moment before you actually take action, whether it's related to joining something, doing something, creating something. You know, I think we're all susceptible to, I'll wait. We all put things off, while we wait for that something else to happen. I'll join the gym after I've lost weight. I'll join that networking group once I know more people. Don't want to go by myself. I'll hire a business mentor once I've made more money, once I have more money. And of course, if we can flip that, when you hire a business mentor, you're going to make more money. When you go to the gym, you're going to get in shape. So we often delay things while we wait for this to happen, but if we did that first, we would then actually get the results that we're looking for. So when you have X preventing you from doing Y, then you know you're a little bit stuck. And like I said, that internal dialogue, it's there for most of us. But when we can actually recognize what it is that we're saying to ourselves and that loop that we're getting into, it's easier to break the loop and take action. And what's the saying, don't wait for the iron to be hot to strike, make it hot by striking. So if you take action, you'll make that iron. My mum loved that. Strike while the iron's hot. Well, you can make that iron hot if you strike well with it. So, like I said, it's something that we all do. I've done it myself before. I've sat on the fence about things. I've delayed them. If only once I've got, when I've done. A perfect example is my mastermind in the US, which I love, very much. But I really procrastinated, and I would watch, and they'd do the free master classes, and I'd join them, and I'd think, I'd really like to join. But when I've made some money, that was usually my thing. When I've made more money, because it was, a big investment. It was 5 figures per year. And that was before all the travel costs and accommodation and everything else that, goes with a mastermind in the US. But I actually took the leap after a mentor said to me, you know what, look back to where you first were when you wanted to join. Because I'd mentioned to him a few times, I really like the look of this one. And he said, how much have you progressed by yourself in those 2 years? And, a bit humbling, because the truth of the matter was I hadn't progressed. In the areas that I wanted to, I hadn't. So for me, that was the tipping point. I joined, and I'm now in my 3rd year of this particular mastermind, and I'm still loving it, and I'm still growing. And before I renew, that's the question that I asked myself. Where was I a year ago? Would I be where I am now if I wasn't part of that community? Where will I be in a year if I stay, and where will I be in a year if I leave? So let me ask you the question. Where will your business be in a year if you've got support and the inside scoop and, the shortcuts and the brainstorming that you need so that you don't get stuck, and you've got a roadmap that actually says, okay, move forward. This is how you move forward. What will your business look like in a year, in 6 months, or even 3 months? What's going to happen if you do, join us in Thrive, and you're going to get your social media sorted, your digital marketing, you're going to have that roadmap, you're going to have a lot more time. So where will you be in a year? And then my next question is, where will you be in a year if you don't join, if you don't do anything, if you stay doing what you're doing? So I'm going to put the link to Thrive in the comments, and you can take a quick look and see if it's a fit for you. And I hope it is, because I'd love to join you on your journey and watch your business grow. And, I've learned an enormous amount over the years as I've built my business or businesses. And I'd love to share it with you and see your business really grow. So I'll put the link in the comments and you can let me know what you think. I hope you're having a great week. Take care.